Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello, welcome to Business Studies online classes. Let me take up divisional structure in this class. In my previous class, I took up functional structure. There are two types of organization structure. First one, functional structure, where we divide the activities of an organization, that is, similar activities are grouped under a separate department. Here we will take up divisional structure, the second one, where we divide the activities on the basis of the product manufactured by the organization. Because some organizations, they diversify the product lines. They start with one product, then add some more products to the existing lines, so there will be more number of products. One same organization manufactures different types of products. That is called diversification of products. Here, when we manufacture different products, large scale organizations, they treat each and every product as an independent division, and the divisions are made on the basis of the products manufactured. This is called divisional structure of an organization. Let me give you example: garments, food processing, cosmetics, like L&T. It's a Larsen & Toubro Limited. It has L&T Finance. Then Larsen & Toubro Limited, that is infrastructure. It has. Likewise, when it has more number of products like Reliance Petrochemicals, Reliance Industries Limited, that is a synthetic division. Then textile division is there. Then Reliance Fresh retail is there. Like that, different products when they sell or when they manufacture, then each one will be treated as an independent division. That is called divisional structure of an organization. What is the benefit? Let me show the chart how it will be. Managing director, then there may be directors, then president, general managers, then managers of each, there is a division. Like garments division, there will be a head. Food processing, there will be a head. Like that. So divisional head we call, and the person will be responsible for all the activities of the division. The division head is responsible for all the activities and profit or loss of that division. So he will be made responsible. But in case of functional structure, the manager is not responsible for the profit or loss of the organization, because it is not an independent division. It is a department of the organization. So all the departments put together will be responsible for the profit or loss. But here we can make the divisional head as responsible for the profit or loss of that division, because he will be given full powers to independently handle that particular division. So here we can see garments division is there, food processing division is there, cosmetics division is there, maybe some other products, maybe cement or paper, like that. If the product, this organization has many product line, each product line will be treated as a separate division. That is called, this is the organizational structure of divisional structure of an organization. Then moving on to the advantages, plus points, or merits. First one is higher positions. When a person is made responsible as the independent person to take decisions, or the person is responsible independently for a particular division, an independent division like garment head. So in that case, the position of that person will be higher than the manager of a department. The manager of a department, he works under the general manager. But here, straight away, the garments divisional head will be the independent person to take decisions of that particular division, and he is supposed to report to higher level authorities like maybe managing director, or the directors. He is responsible to report. So the position of the divisional head will be higher than the position of the manager. Second one is proper measurement of performance. Here the performance or the efficiency of the divisional head can be easily measured. If suppose garment division is incurring losses, then we can say that the performance of the divisional head of garments division is not good. But in case of the departmental manager, we cannot conclude like that. Because all are related to each other here, it is not like that. Garments division is independent of other divisions. So we can say your proper measurement of performance is possible in case of division structure of an organization. The divisional head can be made responsible for the profits or losses of that particular division. Then third one is it promotes flexibility and initiative. Initiative in the sense the departmental head, they will be eager to earn profit. They will be interested to earn profit because they themselves will be responsible. They will themselves will be made responsible for the losses occurring in that division. So for that reason, they will try to earn profit. They will be interested to increase the profit of the division because there will be competition among the different divisions. Like garment divisions wants to book profits, or food processing they want to show more profits than garment division. So the person who is responsible for the food processing division, he will try to increase his efficiency compared to the division head of garments division. So such type of healthy competition will be there among the division heads. When there is competition among the division heads, the efficiency of each and every division heads will increase. That means increase the efficiency of the division and ultimately increase the profits for the division. So this is another merit of the divisional structure of an organization. Then last one is increased expansion and growth. There will be expansion and growth of the division because when it is independently handled by a skilled person, experienced person who has more skill and knowledge, then ultimately he will work 100%, he will show 100% efficiency in his work, and ultimately there will be growth of the organization because increased profit ultimately leads to increased customers, because when profit increases, that means the customers have accepted the product or the product quality is of good, that is the best quality. So the division can give good quality product, best quality products at cheaper rate. So ultimately, there is chance for expansion and growth of the division. So these are the merits or advantages of divisional structure. Moving on to the minus points or demerits. First one is conflict. There will be conflicts among the division heads. As I have told you, there will be conflict. Like there will be tough competition among the division heads. Every divisional head wants to show more profits than the other division. So they may not cooperate each other because they want to show their performance as high. So when it is like that, then there will be conflict among the division heads. Second one, increased cost. Very, very important, friends. When you treat each and every division as independent division, you have to maintain all the facilities that are required for manufacturing the product, like maintenance, mechanical or electrical or utility department, personal department. Everything should be created in each and every division, which increases the cost of the product. And ultimately, there will be lesser profit for the division, because even if it is a centralized one like function structure, there will be different departments, but all the departments will handle the work of the entire organization. But here, the maintenance department will look after the maintenance of textile division only or food processing division only. If there is centralized mechanical department, maintenance department, then the maintenance work of all the departments can be handled in one department itself. Otherwise, if there are 10 products, we have to maintain 10 maintenance departments, 10 utility departments, 10 accounts departments. So, more number of employees are required. We have to pay for the employees, which increases the cost of production ultimately, and the competition strength of the organization will decrease. So, this is another weakness or demerit of this divisional structure. Third one is misuse of independence. If the employees are dishonest, like divisional head, he is not loyal to the organization, or he wants to earn profits for his own benefit, or he wants to misuse the funds of the property of the division, then definitely it is a mar on the growth of the organization. That is a division structure. The divisional head, if he is not loyal to the organization, then it will collapse the organization. There is a division, and ultimately it is one of the demerit of divisional structure. Let me take up the structure of division that is already I have already explained. Now, combined structure, that is combined structure, that is divisional and functional structure. If combined together, how it looks? Let us draw this chart. So here, managing director, MD will be at the highest authority. Then we will divide the organization like it's a division structure. Cosmetics, one of the divisions. Second one, garments. Food processing. So these are divisions, different divisions. That is divisional structure. If we include the functional structure here, if we club both together, that is functional and divisional structure, it looks like garments. Here you will have a number of, that is, functions grouped together, like purchase department, marketing department, then accounts department, then production department. Like this, in each of the divisions, we can see the different departments. Same will be there under garments also. Like cosmetics, we had, that is a purchase, marketing, accounts, production. We can add any number of departments here. And same will be there under food processing also. So when we divide our structure on the basis of division, it looks like this. The upper part, cosmetics, garments, food processing. And when we club the functional structure here, then each and every department will have, that is a similar activities grouped together and departments are formed. So this is the chart of, that is, functional and division structure clubbed together is a question for you, as practical oriented question will be asked for 5 marks in board exam. One of the practical oriented questions They will not ask you independent, that's a function structure or division structure. They will ask you this as the practical related question, because this is there in your practical related question that is given by the Karnataka PU board. So this is about the combined structure. Right assignment for you. Mention the merits and demerits of divisional structure. Mention the merits and demerits of divisional structure. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.